So I'm currently working as a foundation year 1 doctor in Chichester, and 6 years ago I was on this course. 10 years before that I had no idea that I even wanted to be a doctor, let alone that I could be one. The reason why I decided to move from acting to medicine is that I wasn't at the place where I wanted to be in terms of acting, and then one day I realised I'm not going to be Kate Winslet. But I wanted to be able to use my life experience and my passions in a job. I wanted to be intellectually challenged, and if I'm honest, I wanted a relatively quick career pathway, and medicine provides all of those opportunities. So I felt I had a core set of skills that I could bring, but I didn't have the science, and that's where Gradmed really stepped into the breach for me. So the reason why I chose Gradmed specifically is because I felt that they really took the time to invest in me, to find out what I needed from the course, to tailor the course to my specific needs, and then once I was on the course, to really support me through it up to the interview process and actually beyond. What they promise is to prepare you for the GAMSAT exam. They never promise to get you into medical school. But in fact, as I went through the process, I realised more and more that what they give you on the course helps you through that interview and subsequently through medical school and beyond. Going back to studying after 20 odd years of not doing it was extremely challenging, and it required a lot of discipline. The first thing was the way people study now is very, very different. There was no internet when I first started, and whilst preparing for the exam I was working full time and doing this course. But the tutors here are so entertaining and so passionate and enthusiastic that became infectious, and I wanted to study more. I would say that the way they structure this course is incredibly real to the way the actual degree course is structured for a lot of graduate entry programmes, and actually the pace of work in hospital life. And so the more I go through my career, the more I appreciate the skills that this course gives you. As a non-scientist, I was completely overwhelmed when I first saw the GAMSAT paper, and that's what prompted me to look at courses. And I was very, very insecure about having not done any science for over 20 years when I came on the course. What was brilliant is the way it was broken down into neat, bite-sized chunks, and the fact that I could approach all of the tutors in lunch breaks or afterwards and say, I really didn't understand this, can we try it again? And they were brilliant at adapting their teaching styles until I finally understood what they were driving at. Interestingly, for me, as someone from an arts background, the most challenging course I found was the verbal reasoning and the essay writing. And maybe that's because I had more to give and more to grapple with. Whereas with the science, I knew I didn't know things, so I was prepared to accept more. I don't know. But when I put it together as a package, it's absolutely exhausting. I mean, I would leave on a Sunday frazzled, but buzzing. And I think it was the combination of the information and the confidence. I think that's the key thing. They gave me the confidence to go into the exam and break it down. For me, there are two aspects of what the course has given me. That first of all, there was thinking about applying to medical school and giving me the confidence and the tools to sit the GAMSAT exam and then go through with the interview itself. Subsequently, there's what it's given me getting through medical school. I've used a lot of the notes, and I've gone back to the way I've been taught by the various people on the course and used that at medical school. And what I found in my first year of the job is, in fact, I'm using an awful lot of the ethos from the course when I work alongside colleagues. So I didn't realise just how much this course would give me. I think it is the course that goes on giving. I think actually it's the camaraderie that I actually met really interesting people on the course, and then actually sitting in the exam and being able to look around a room of 1,000 people and recognise faces, that kept me calm. The fact that I stayed in touch with a lot of the tutors and that they seemed to enjoy my journey through medical school. But I think more than anything else for me, it was the psychology of these people are not your enemy, these are your future colleagues. And I think that helped keep me calm through the exams and then embrace the huge journey of medical school afterwards. So I'm currently finishing my first year as a junior doctor, so the foundation year 1, and I've been in Chichester in Sussex, at a very, very friendly hospital, and I like the fact that it's a small hospital. It's given me an opportunity to be exposed to a lot more than if I was in a teaching hospital. I moved to a different hospital for my next year, and then I have to think about where I go direction-wise. For me, what's been really interesting is actually finding out a lot about myself, what makes me tick, what I enjoy about being a doctor. And for me, a lot of it is the communication skills and the continuity of care with patients. And because of that, I'm thinking I'll probably go down the general practice route. But always open to a new experience, and we'll see where I am in a year's time, see what's cropped up. I think my first piece of advice would be, if you're even thinking about doing graduate medicine, you have to give it a go. They're crying out for doctors, and there's absolutely no reason why you can't be one of them. And on top of which, for me, I really surprised myself at what I could achieve. And I think that's really important. It's true what they say, you regret the things that you didn't do, but you'll rarely turn around and say, I didn't give medicine a shot. The other thing is that if you're on this course and if you go further than that, you have to enjoy the journey. Medicine is a career that really focuses on the next hurdle, because it is competitive by nature and it's constantly emphasising improvement. But you have to celebrate the victories as you go along. So I think they would be my main points of advice. You've got to give it a shot and you celebrate your victories as you go along. What really attracted me to Gradmed is the fact that they treated me like an individual. They really listened to my concerns, my worries before even joining the course, and then during it really supported me. And I think that's what makes them completely outstanding in this field.